All right, folks. Looks like we are live currently. And, yeah, welcome to Friday. I know it's been one of those weeks, right? You just kind of want to relax, sit back, kick back, and, watch me build this model kit, right? I know. It's fantastic. Um, yeah, today we're going to be working on Good Smile Company's Escaflowne. It's a sunrise property. As you can tell, this is not a usual sort of Gunpla that I would normally build, but it is one that I am going to build. It's not even Gunpla, it is just an Escaflowne. The Escaflowne. From the Vision of Escaflowne, which is a really, really cool anime. If you've never seen it, it's a little on the old side these days, but it's in the same vein as, say, oddly enough, I guess I have to put it in there with Inuyasha or the Isekai style of anime. About getting transported to a fantasy world. Although this fantasy world has giant robots that fight with giant swords because they're knights. And this one just happens to transform into a dragon. The model kit doesn't transform into a dragon, unfortunately. But this particular figure, or this particular, I guess they call them Gimlefs in the show, which is kind of weird, but whatever. This one does, in fact, transform into a dragon, but not the model kit. And as you can see, good old Amazon decided to ship this in a envelope instead of in a box. So I've got this fantastically nice, giant, just whatever you want to call this thing here. It's a big dent, crease, whatever. But I'm okay with that because you know what? I don't collect boxes. I collect model kits. So let's see what we've got inside the box here. That's an interesting way of opening. I'll give it that. All right. What is here? So it looks like we've got instruction manual. Very nice. With a cloth cape for the back. That's pretty good. We've got the not cloth cape that's not color accurate. I think the cloth cape on this one is actually color accurate, where it's red on one side and blue on the other. But this is supposed to be a dark sort of royal blue on the back. And we've got a bunch of runners here. And that's about it. Dropped a runner back there. There's some clear parts and such. Alright. I'm not immediately seeing a piece for the sword that is silverish. So I wonder if that's not... Oh, no, there it is. The sword is just all one piece. Well, except for the hilt, but that's good. It's already pre-painted, although it is pre-painted on the runner, so that's going to be kind of meh looking. Might have to touch that up a little bit if I need to. But yeah, it looks like this kit is mostly molded in two colors with some clear parts. The pre-painted sword, we've got this, we got nice pre-painting pieces on the face, so that's pretty cool. I'm down with that. And yeah, let's go ahead and look at the manual here. I've never done a Moderoid style kit before, so I don't know what all this entails as far as complexity. It doesn't look all that complex. Looks like we've got a few stickers here. That's fine. We'll live with those. And yes, the cape is color accurate on both sides, though it doesn't have the little clips that are supposed to go on the corners. It's a little bit of a disappointment, but I think we'll manage. So let's see here. Alright, so those stickers go behind the clear pieces to make them look more reflective, so that's fantastic. I like that it's a full color manual. And it doesn't seem to be an overly complex build here. So yeah, there's these gold clips, and they're actually on the molded piece. I noticed you can actually see the molding on the gold for where those clips would be gold there on the molded cape. But what is not there are these two dangly bits. So I think those are going to be separate, and we're going to have to. Yeah, I can already see them on the runner over here. So we'll have those added separately. Might try to color the tips of those in gold if they're, because it doesn't look like they're going to be color accurate, but that's fine. And I don't know if there's any clips that go onto the edges of the cape that would benefit from that. I don't think there's going to be. And I'm not going to take the time to paint this thing, so we're going to toss that for right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and start pulling some of these runners out and getting things organized and ready to actually build. Hey there, Forged, what's up? If you said... Oh, there you are. For some reason, the audio wasn't coming through. How's it going, man?
Being a little bit quiet. It's okay.
That's cool. Good to hear. Oh, man. So I'm giving this Moderoid kit a chance. We'll see how it turns out.
So... does it have a lot of pre-painted parts on it?
It has a few, yeah. So it'll come up on the screen there in a second. But like all the face and head parts are pre-painted, which is, you know, pretty decent for this. There's the only stickers it has is some silver ones that go behind the clear pieces to make them more reflective, I guess.
Sounds about right for Moderoid.
I've never done one, so. But we'll see. I am kind of a little...
Maybe it won't be terrible.
I mean, we'll find out. I've heard that it's an okay kit. Not that it's a great kit or a particularly awful kit, but we'll find out. I am a little upset at the whole Amazon deciding my box needed to be packed in an envelope and crushed bit, but not much I can really do about that, I suppose.
Amazon loves to do that, yeah.
Maybe one of these days
I'll... I don't know why. Like...
Yeah, it was literally just like...
I'm kinda thinking...
Let's put this box in an envelope. Okay, I guess, whatever.
I'm kind of suspecting that my motherboard is gonna show up in an envelope.
Oh,
and I'm hoping that it doesn't.
That would be awful. What'd you buy?
It would, but an Asus Prime Z390 board.
Ah, nice. All right.
And hopefully this one's not broken, but...
Oh, did you buy one that came in broken?
I know that I can get a replacement. Yeah. My Gigabyte one, and I couldn't get a replacement on it either, because all of the links were broken, and then they were like, nah, fam.
I mean...
So...
That sounds like you ordered it from a shady place, not gonna lie.
It was Newegg.
Really? And they wouldn't do anything for you?
Nah, I don't know what the issue was with it, but something was weird.
Huh. That is bizarre. Was it sold through a third party on Newegg? Because they do that occasionally.
I don't believe so.
Huh.
It was a whole weird thing.
Oh, there's more painted parts. Yeah, that sounds suspicious, man. If they weren't like gonna do anything at all for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, though.
Nah, I suppose
just
not.
got a new one.
Yeah, but it still sucks that you're out that money for the other one, man.
Yeah, if I find someone who knows more about motherboards, maybe I could get them to check to see what went wrong with it.
I mean, what was it doing? Just nothing? Wouldn't even boot up or anything? Oh, did you not hear me?
No, what did he say?
I was just saying, what happened with the other one? Was it just, like, straight up not doing anything, or was there some specific, problem it was having?
It wasn't booting at all. It was completely dead.
Ah, I see. Oh,
couldn't even get it to post, so...
Yeah, that sounds pretty rough. Alright, so we'll throw this over here. Alright, and we'll throw the cape over there, because we're not going to need that for a while. I will say this about this Moderoid kit. It seems like it's a pretty simplistic looking build. So.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not like a master grade or anything.
Nah. I'm not even sure if I would put this in, like, even high grade, like, complexity. Well, it'd be probably about that. Same number of parts, I'd say. But we'll see how it builds. But, have you done any Moderoid kits before?
I have not, no.
Alright, so it looks like it is going to take glue. Alright, so that is interesting.
Third-party Bandai and Kotobukiya.
I see. Well, they already require some glue, so fun times, fun times. Not that I'm upset about that. It was kind of one of those things where I did not know if it was going to require it or not. But thankfully, I got my extra thin cement sitting nearby. Alright. But hopefully it's at least like we gave you a place to connect it. You just have to secure it. Because if it's one of those where it's like, yeah, you got to glue it here, and you look there and there's like just a flat surface, then that's going to be a pain in the ass.
I mean, yeah. It is Good Smile, and Good Smile likes to do that sometimes. All of my Good Smile kits, which aren't Moderoid, but they're Max Factory, are like that, so.
Oh, well. We'll see.
They've all had at least one part that didn't have a normal place to go.
Ah. Alright. So that goes. Oh, wait, that's the wrong part. Okay. I was wondering what the heck was going on. I'm like, what? Alright, here we go. Oh, what's up, Dipper?
Hello.
Alright. Just seeing if I'm gonna completely screw up this Moderoid kit. I don't think I am. I'm good enough at this kind of crap. I've been doing it for many years. I feel like if I can do
pretty hard to mess up, presumably.
Yeah. I feel like if I can do as many frame arms as I've done, I can build probably just about anything, because God knows those kits are a pain in the ass sometimes.
Throwing some shade at frame arms, I guess.
Man, frame arms, I want to like frame arms a lot. I really, really do. But they make it so hard to love them. Alright, so that is going to require a little bit of glue there. They're like, man, we're going to entice you in by having really cool designs. But you're not going to enjoy actually building these suckers, so. Alright.
I haven't built the frame arms proper, so I can't speak on. I can't speak.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually really like the frame arms line. But yeah, they've got this, like a lot of their kits look really good, and they are really awesome once you get them together. But they are not the most pleasant in the world to get to that point. That's for sure. Alright. Piece number 1 glued in. And now, let's try this,
I like how before we hear Ray say anything, we hear their keyboard first.
Of course.
Cherry MX Browns.
Yes. Gotta love the loudness.
Noise suppression doesn't work out.
You should use the, what is it, RTX noise suppression.
That doesn't work. It suppresses me actually talking.
Are you sure that's not how it's supposed to work?
Oh, snap. I don't know why that was an all snap moment, but I said it like it was. How's things tonight, Ray?
Uh,
That didn't
Pizza
sound good.
time.
Pizza time. It is Friday, ain't it?
Yeah? Not yet, though. But soon.
It's always too late for pizza. Needed pizza 20 minutes ago. All right.
I forgot to buy sausage today.
Did you even
Oh,
go
you
to
fucked up.
Did you even go to the Cheese Castle, man? I'm starting to question.
I didn't go to the Cheese Castle. That's like 45 minutes to an hour away, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what's this about a cheese castle?
It's a whole castle made out of cheese, man. It's great.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not, but
Sounds like too much cheese to me. I think I just
no
ran
such
over
thing
my
as too much
phone
cheese.
charging cable. Yep. Oh no, wait.
It is a super touristy
Wire.
thing if you come to this state because we are quote unquote known for cheese.
Cheese.
So, all right, I'm gonna try this dark brown panel line accent color I got. I swapped out the my gray that I normally used for dark gray because Tamiya's gray panel line, just the straight gray, is just terrible.
It's a light gray.
It really is. Their dark gray is far better, far more in line with the Gundam markers gray.
Yeah, I like the light gray.
I mean, it's good for some things, but like not for everything.
Like, I wouldn't use it on darker colored parts. For white parts, I like it.
Even with white, I find that it's a little bit too light because like I'm used to having like more a darker sort of impression on those. But all right, waiting for this panel liner to dry a little bit. So let's move on to the next part while we're waiting for that, so that I don't screw it up.
If I were feeling insane, I'd actually be working on my victories, but
Are you building all of them at once?
I built all 6 of those core fighters at the same
That is
minus the heads, because you can only build 3 heads at a time.
really.
Yeah, because you got the Hexa core fighters and you have the normal core fighters.
Oh.
So, 2 different types, and I didn't feel like sorting through the parts.
Gotcha. I don't know anything about
Also-
victory, so
They we're gonna have my pilots are specifically painted one way for the hexes and a different way for the normal victories. So
yeah, I don't know anything at all about victory, so I'll have to take your word for it there.
it's good, but sad.
Is it another one of the everybody dies style of Gundam shows?
It might.
It's Tomino.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean everybody dies all the time.
It's Tomino.
Yeah, but
you
is
didn't
it-
kill
is
that
it-
many people in turn A?
Yeah, is it dark?
That's why
period
it's hard to
Tomino?
believe that turn A is Tomino.
No,
Is it-
Tomino no for kill everybody.
Is it
Tomino
dark
also
period
did G-Reco.
Tomino or is it regular?
I haven't
Tomino?
seen G-Reco.
Nobody's seen G-Reco.
I've seen G-Reco. I own it on Blu-ray.
Well, we're gonna retcon that. You haven't seen G-Reco. Congratulations.
Do I have to like return the Blu-ray now too?
Yes.
Sure.
Sell it on eBay or something.
Oh, that's why I grabbed a roll of toilet paper.
Well,
That's
I'm glad you're
currency.
just admitting it.
What?
Nothing.
I was cleaning paintbrushes, but okay. I'm trying to paint and do pneumatics calculations.
Ooh,
I'm gonna get paint on the pneumatics calculations probably.
that's okay.
Is it
You're-
though?
I mean, you're going into engineering. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen eventually.
I mean, I can already do a lot of engineering. That's the unfortunate thing is if I wasn't such a head in this sort of thing, I would probably have a lot more coursework done because it would actually intrigue me. But this is just stuff where it's like, oh yeah, I've done this before.
Yeah, I get that. Been there, done that.
How is there so much green paint in this brush? Oh, this is from when I was doing the Wing Gundam,
Which one?
the real grade. I just did the chest crest and put GX green under it.
Which one?
The good one.
Which one is that?
The
Mechanical.
zero custom.
Okay, yeah, I agree. That is the good one. The Proto Zero, not as good, or whatever the fuck it's called.
I think it's
It's
just the
great.
Wing Zero.
Just the Wing Zero.
I don't know.
It's just Wing EW.
There's
No.
so many wings that I've lost track. There's like
Nobody knows what the wings are called.
There's like
If
the
you-
TV version, there's the TV other thing, there's the wings.
I don't know if the Proto Zero is the same as the TV Zero.
No, the Proto Zero is the one that got massacred. Two arms like parallel each other. Something.
I don't understand this. They have a worse naming scheme than Nintendo DS.
Tut.
You got DS, DSi, and DS Lite.
And then you got the 3DS, the new 3DS, the new 3DS XL, the new 3DS, the new 2DS, the new 2DS XL, the newer 2DS.
I feel like newer 2DS is probably the fake one here.
I should open a window. I am inhaling this dinner.
Well, please
Well, that sounds
don't
like a
die.
good time.
All right.
Just get a big whiff of that thinner.
Oh man.
Ah, spiciness in the lungs.
That's fine. We've all inhaled so much plastic dust by this point that I don't think that's gonna do you much harm.
I'm making plomo in the shape of the inside of my lungs. I'm gonna just put this in the windowsill because there's a lot of thinner on that piece of toilet paper. Let's hope the thinner actually makes this paint work out well instead of just looking like the ass Gundam.
What kind of thinner is it?
Leveling.
Okay.
Mister?
Yeah.
Good. Good stuff. You go, girl, with your leveling thinner.
I will pierce with Adam.
Well, I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Copy the link and post it. Because I can't read.
I should probably have primed in this. Ah, this stuff sticks pretty well. I think I need more thinner.
20 goes on this side. I'll say this about this Moderoid kit. The plastic is exceptionally soft.
In a good way or in a bad way?
Like, it's rigid, don't get me wrong, but like cutting through it and everything is very easy. And like cleaning it up and sanding it and all that, it's actually quite nice. So it's kind of that not quite like polycap style. It's harder than polycap, but still has that sort of softness to it. But it's I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be like floppy or anything because of it. I just have to be very
So
careful
you're
when
basically saying it's like I don't even know. I forgot the name of the plastic. It's the same type of plastic the F90 was made out of.
I haven't done the F90.
No. It felt good.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. And I don't think it'll be like I just have to be careful when trimming and sanding it because I could see it being very easy to just accidentally take way too much because of how soft it is. Oh, now we got Lav. What's up, Lav?
Howdy.
Ooh.
How's things going?
Not too bad so far.
Good.
Working on this here Modroid kit.
Fun times.
Well, I've never done one before, and this will be my first. But so far it's not bad. There's a little bit of glue that has already been required, but it comes with a lot of pre-painted parts for, stuff like the face and head and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
What scale is it?
I don't think it's actually in any scale. I think it just is a thing. But I saw they announced the some of the other suits from this line, so I wanted to go ahead and grab this one.
Free more.
What's that?
They got 3 more of that coming.
Yep. The other main, quote unquote, good guy suit, and the main bad guy one, and then one of the grunts.
Cool beans.
All of which I'm actually really looking forward to because I really like some of the designs they did in this show. So.
Oh, good. I hope they turn out well.
We'll see. I don't think there's going to be any I mean, like I said, I'm working on this one. So far, I haven't had any problems with it.
That's good.
Come on, get back in there.
They do give you 2 type of capes. Right?
They do, and I'm probably just going to use the cloth one because at least it's mostly color accurate, whereas the other one, I'd have to literally paint half of it, and I don't really want to do that.
Reasonable.
Oh, man. This thing does have terrible seam lines, though.
Ouch.
I mean, it's not... it's workable, don't get me wrong, but they are pretty terrible.
Any seam line can be fixed, but it is still going to be annoying to see.
Yeah, I'm not that, this one is, in particular, is on the back of the head, so I'm not entirely worried about it. But some of the, I can see where some of the others may end up being problematic.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I really want my DX VF1. Yes. I already have my others, but...
So is that the Roy Fokker or the Hikaru one that just came out? I forgot.
The Roy.
Oh, that's right.
I have my Hikaru. I have my Kakizaki one. I forgot his Hayao, I think.
Yeah, hey yo.
And those are the only Do You Remember Love VF1s out.
Yeah, I'll probably pick up the Fokker one after the holidays.
If you can find it, I'd suspect that it'll probably be like 400-ish on Manda come the new year.
Oh, probably.
Goodness
Not.
gracious.
You still have the the Valkyrie on the 25th of December.
What's that?
The VF1D.
It's supposed to be on P Bandai on December 25th.
Yeah, the pre-order goes live December 24th midnight. And it's the VF1D, which I've already talked to somebody about getting pre-ordered. So
Oh, good.
I believe that the 1D is technically a TV version, so that gives me even more reasons to buy myself all of the TV versions, which is going to be extraordinarily expensive. But
Pretty much you're just finding an excuse right now.
Yes, I need the Hikaru 1J, which is between 40,000 and 50,000 yen. So
Well, I wish you best of luck.
Uh-oh.
I do well.
Oh man, Hank
What?
showed up.
He said I wish you best of luck, and I said I do as well because I showed up.
well, that's true. Now we're gonna get taxed.
Yep.
Dang it,
Just like I did.
We're gonna have to pay VAT on this here stream. But definitely very soon I am gonna pick up a VF31. I just don't have one of those yet. I've got the VF30, which is very close, but not the same.
It is not the same. I know that people were expecting it to be using they were expecting the VF31 to use the same mold or a similar mold, but
No, it's not the exact same one.
Yeah, they're fairly different.
I was looking at maybe getting the 31C.
Ah, everyone wants the C.
Well,
I'd be
best
happy with
color
the J.
It's the C is the best color scheme. It has the best head. It's got the waifu pilot. It's
if
the
I
win-win.
can't get the C, I'm gonna get the 31J cop.
So what you're telling me is I should get Crow to get the one that's on Manda right now.
It's
Well, they've
the
got
one that I
several.
want, so
The C is the second most expensive of the 5 main VF31s.
behind Arad.
Yeah, it's more expensive than the J Kai.
And the J Kai looks really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, the J Kai is a mixture of the color scheme of the S and the J. With the it's got the S's markings.
So what you're telling me is I should get Crow to get the one that's on Manda.
Yes,
Talking about the model,
providing you want to spend $320.
What?
Providing you
Talking
want to
about
spend
model
$320.
the model kit, Raheem, the model kit.
The model
Oh.
kit, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were all talking about the DX, which I've got.
No,
No,
we were, and then it somehow switched to the model kit. I mean, I've
I
got
don't
the
know,
31J
figured.
model kit.
I
No,
am solely on model kits. If I can't build it, I have no interest in it.
Oh, I
The
have
30
a 31 model kit sitting with Crow right now, so
I'm just saying, the 31C DX, yeah, people may not go for figures, but out of all of the, like, just down to the actual colors of it, it's the most stunning looking fucking DX of that, anything from Delta. It's so nice.
when are you gonna get a VF 19 or a YF 19? Either
After I get a VF1.
after you get a VF1, and which VF1 is gonna be your first?
Either Roy or Hikaru. I know there's a Hikaru on there right now, but
There is
I
a
really
Hikaru.
want that Roy. And the Hikaru is still more expensive than the Roy.
I wouldn't hinge your bets on being able to get a Roy until mid-December.
Yeah, but that's in 10 days, so whatever.
Even then, Hank, it's you already know it's not going to be up for a full day. It's going to be up for minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep an eye out for it.
Well, a lot of those Macross model kits, the transforming ones, look good, but between being just expensive and difficult to find, no.
Oh no, this is the brand new DX of the fan favorite character of the original fucking variable fighter.
Macross model kits aren't actually that expensive.
They're not unless you want a VF1.
I mean, the Roy is not that expensive. Only
Still
$100.
yet.
The Roy is like $40.
Sauce me on that, Dipper.
I mean, they could, but it's sold out. You want it?
It's sold out?
Yeah.
Then that's useless.
Yeah.
I love how my fucking genius shelf is out of scale. But to be honest, with the difference in size between the 31 and the VF1, they might as well be in scale. 31's fucking massive.
31 is pretty big. I do kind of wish that they had made the VF1s 160 and made the price like, I don't know, 120 or something. But
Yeah, that could be nice, but they are so small that it would. I mean, they're not tiny, but like, even compared to a modern day fighter, they're basically like a fucking RAF Hawk in terms of size compared to the 31, which is like the size of a fucking F-22 Raptor.
they are small, but that's because they don't really need all the space.
No.
They have all their weaponry inbuilt, and they run on nuclear reactors, so...
Yeah. 2 of them. Because why not?
Yeah.
I love the fact that each leg has a nuclear reactor in it and they've still got space to make them move.
Yes.
There's a 160 VF1S Strike Valkyrie Roy Fokker special movie version on Manda right now, the Arcadia one.
How much?
220.
No, that's not as bad as I expected.
Yeah.
There is a Arcadia premium finish Max Genius 1J on Manda for like 250.
Oh.
Okay. I have a question.
I'll just post this
Sure.
really quickly in this Discord.
So faceplate sections moving out with the upper eye sections or no?
Which one is which? The top one?
The top one's the one with the faceplate sliding down with the eye part. The bottom one with the pink eyes is the one where it's just the eye parts.
Why is there such a gap between the red bits?
Because that's the sliding down part, man.
Yeah.
Why
They're
am I
out.
Why am I expecting to see this VF1 sell out any second now?
It's a Roy VF1. Did it just pop up or something?
No,
But
it's
I
been
can
there for
extend
about a
that-
day now.
Clear part all the way down.
I'd imagine the Arcadia Roy VF1 is not selling at the moment because people are still refreshing for the fucking DX. I mean, the DX is what? 5,000 yen more?
Oh, that's what I should do. I should ask my dude to pre-order the super parts for the VF1S.
I mean, aren't the super parts like you don't have to pre-order? You don't have to pre-order super parts because all of the fucking super parts are already for them.
No,
Like
I'm
you-
talking about the Bandai, the DX.
Yeah, buy just the normal fucking DX super parts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you
The-
said
no,
pre-order.
there are-
They're already out.
There is a pre-order up on Premium Bandai. Because they're sold out on Manda and they're being scalped.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I was about to say that you take off the housing for the super parts and then replace the little fucking pin. And you replace them with the black ones for Roy. What I find kind of amusing is the super parts for the high metals, because I think they're TV versions, don't include. You know how the super parts on the Do You Remember Love ones have like a cannon on one side and a missile pod on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have that on the TV one. They're just 2 missile pods.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Opening faceplate or just leave it at the eyes?
Leave it at the eyes, I'd say. The opening faceplate makes it look like it's falling off.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, Hank, should I get the super parts for it?
What, right now?
For the Roy VF1.
Do you think you're going to put super parts in it? Because bear in mind, it changes a hell of a lot with the VF1 unless you're doing it in a Batroid. And
I know it changes a lot.
like, as much as I don't want to as much as I don't want to call it a sin, I kind of feel like if you buy a DX VF1 Roy, it should be in fighter mode.
It should be, yes.
And you remember, you've got to drop the legs down a bit so it suddenly makes the whole thing have a higher profile, because the fast packs do not fit on it with the legs not drop down. You've got to remove the tail fin, which makes the whole thing look slightly odd.
Well, you
Well,
don't
not remove the tail
remove
fin,
it,
but fold it up. And then you've got these massive fucking packs that you add to it. What I quite like, by the way, the high metals, I didn't realise this, have a set of clean wings and a set of wings that you can add which have pegs in them for the hard points. Which is nice.
So if you want to have missiles on them, you can do that.
Yeah, I've got the 2-tube bomb style missiles on Max's one, and I'm thinking of putting the super part missiles on Milia's.
Could be a nice look.
Ambassador.
Yeah.
Should I get super parts?
That is a tough call, man. Cause like, I don't know. Like, there's a certain amount of elegance to be had with Roy Fokker's just straight up VF1.
Yeah.
Especially given the fact that Roy Fokker's straight up VF1 was the first one designed, most likely, because it's the one that's based off the actual squadron in real life.
It also includes missiles.
I know it does, which is nice. The
Honestly,
thing is that I feel like you're going to do what I did when I bought the super parts for my model kit VF31, which is I haven't built them yet.
I can't not build them because
I
they're
know,
already
but
built.
Will they sit in a box or will they sit on the figure? Because right now I
Keep the
don't.
missiles on.
Right now I don't even have the super parts on my high metals.
So
I didn't describe the fucking reaction when I got that. But I walked upstairs. I saw the size of the box. And I'm like, holy fuck!
I don't know how big the box was.
It was huge. Like it was fucking huge. It was the size of the ZZ gun or Verkar's box, probably tripled in height.
So here's the thing, man. I would buy the super parts just to get the missiles, and then never ever put the super parts on Roy's
That's
VF1.
kind of how I'm feeling too. It's nice to have the option as well.
Yeah.
Like,
But like at the end of the day, I'd get them and be like, "Yep, there's an option," and then that option would never get exercised.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna do it.
Here's a funny thing. Yeah, despite the fact that after I opened that box, I was actually physically shaking. Because I'd been trying to guess what was going to be in it the entire time, and yes, I had on several occasions guessed DX VF1. At one point, when I saw the price of the import tax, I started to guess that it could have been the MGEX I failed to get.
Huh.
But
Are you still in the process of failing to get that, by the way?
Yes, because
Fair
enough. I just blew like, what was it? About $100 today? Not $100. I blew, I think, $80 in my local store.
Mm.
I walked in.
Andrew and New.
Yeah. No, Sazabee, not Sanandri. I walked in and I was like,
Andrew would have been better.
I've got Sanandri already.
I know.
But I walked in and it's like, okay, they've got all the stuff they had before, but there's definitely new stuff here. And I'm looking through at the first shelf and it's like, okay, they've got RG Sanandri and they've got RG Zeta. I've got both of those. They've still got the turn red. That's expensive as fuck. they've got the Gym Sniper 2 Master Grade. I was like, I have that, otherwise I would have bought that instantly. And then I go and look at the second shelf, and I spot the RG New, and I'm like, I said I might get it if it's in the store. It was fucking tempting, and I slightly pulled it back and realized that the box behind it wasn't another RG New. It had a red bit on it. I was like, okay, that's Sazaby. I'm buying both.
Alright.
You know, they look
See,
really.
that's Sugarcane Fund money, Hank. Could have bought super parts for that.
I could have, but at the same time, I got paid a decent amount today, and I'll get paid more before I spend more money. I've got to save a little bit because my dad just got cucked fucking hard by his company.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it turns out they never swapped his payment over, right? When he got into a new sector of the business, and I found out they've been overpaying him slightly for a few months. So for this month, he got his invoice for his paycheck, and it said 0.
Ooh.
Yeah, December. Thanks, fucking company.
I mean, if they were overpaying him, that feels like their problem, not a his problem.
It is, but it's a massive fucking corporation. They don't give a fuck. They want their money.
Yeah, that feels like...
Right.
In the U.S., that would be going to court problems right there is what would happen.
Yeah, it could, but it would cost him a bunch as well. Here's the thing. Fuck you, IBM, basically.
Oh, does he work for IBM?
Yep. He didn't do that by choice. He worked for a smaller company which got acquired by a larger company which then got acquired by IBM.
That's how those things
Figure
go.
the big corporation is an asshole to the workers.
Yep, and he already hates the job enough, so this did not help. Like, we'll get by for the month, but like, he put some money away, which was going to help pay part of the mortgage, and now he has to take that back out.
Oof.
So it's a lame situation.
It is, yes. And now I feel really bad about the thing that I was asking for Christmas with, and I'm probably going to pay a ton of it, which was the Perfect Grade Unleashed.
Huh.
Alright, now I gotta figure out how this piece goes on. Alright, that's the small part there. Is that how it goes in? Nope, that's not quite it. That's the small part there. Okay.
Wait, what did you just glue? What part did you just glue?
The claw that goes onto the front of the chest.
What are you building?
The Moderoid Escaflowne.
Here's something quite funny.
What's
So
that?
I sent Orb a message today, and I said, you know when you said to me in a Discord message, wow, totally bullshit that the two Macross fags have each other for Secret Santa, and I said, oh, so I've got Forged then, and he went, no. What he meant was, I've just given it away accidentally, and I'm trying to cover that up. Yes.
I mean, that's exactly what that meant.
Yeah, I 100% got the Macross, dude.
Honestly fucking done.
I was trying to guess who it was. I was like, all right, I know one person spent around that much. I know Crow could have done that, or it's Forged. And then the fucking F91 showed up. I'm like, yeah, it's Forged.
That is a hateful. That's hate speech.
No, it's not. You're an F91 dude, and you were the only person that would buy the 1.0, which I am very happy with because it's in the nice colors.
It is in the nice colors.
And also, it's
Which is
not
why I
even that.
bought it.
It's not even that old a Master Grade.
It's 2007, isn't it?
I mean, let me see when it came
It's
out. 'Cause
2006 or 2007.
It's after the fucking 2.0, like the Gundam 2.0, which is a really good kit. Like it doesn't feel like an old Master Grade. From all the pictures I've seen, it's got proper hips, so it doesn't have ball joints.
It's 2006, July.
Is that the Harrison one or the original one?
The original one that it's based on. The Harrison
Yeah.
one was.
Harrison 1 does have new parts.
I got to
Which
admit,
parts are they?
Well, the
gotta
Harrison one was November 2006, so
Most of the leg armor is new, as well as the wrist armor.
And all it does is completely lack the stand. Damn you, Bandai.
I will say I
It
do
doesn't
like
need
the Madden 1.0 better than I like the Madden 2.0 because it's got the white upper legs as opposed to just being all straight blue.
Well, it has the white on it as opposed to having yellow feet. Like the thing is that the 2.0, yeah, it's the better kit, but it's not in the better colors.
That I will agree on.
Oh god, it's amazing how expensive some of the grunt suits from Macross are in DX form because they're not printed as much.
You mean the
YF30 for a start, or
no.
the
Well, the YF30 isn't that bad. It's what, 3,000 or 30,000?
I think it's nearly 40,000.
Well, the Kronos was more expensive when it came out as well.
37,000.
It was 20,000 when it came out.
If you want to know the one that really will break the bank, it's the VF31A Kairos, which is 40,000.
Yes. Because people like the wings for some.
Because they are more traditional wings as opposed to Delta wings.
They have triangle wings.
Yes, they genuinely put Delta wings on the planes from Delta. That's definitely intentional.
I'm talking about the Kronos that has a triangle at the end of the wings.
Oh
So
yeah,
you've got half a wing
what-
and then an extra wing that's slightly larger at the end of it.
What about the YF30, which is just like how many points can we add to our wings?
The YF30 looks better than the VF31A. I much prefer the 30.
I was a big fan of it.
30 looked good.
I honestly like the 30 in Batroid mode just because the missile rack that comes out of the back is pretty awesome.
I don't know that I've actually looked at the Kronos in Batroid.
It's nice. Instead, it has just a full-on missile rack on the back instead of instead of what the 31s do.
Yeah, because the 31s
the
have
31s
have that weird gun thing with
31s have a massive fucking beam cannon on one side and a sound amplifier on the other side.
Yeah, it looks like a 25, but with missiles on its back.
Yep.
Maybe you should buy that instead of having to worry about when Manda's going to actually get a 25.
Manda always gets the 25 at the one time that I can't get it.
I haven't seen one in about 2 months. They sold the 10,000 yen one.
I don't know who bought that or why. Maybe they just threw it away.
Poor fucker.
Do you think they just saw the price and didn't look at the pictures?
Most likely.
I mean, did it have any salvageable parts on it?
No, it was the whole thing missing, or with a missing Batroid joint, and the most fucked paintwork ever.
It was all yellowed.
Ugh.
Pretty much the entire thing, but not all of it. There were some bits that were normal white.
Different types of plastic. Slightly different types of plastic and slightly different coating on them. Happens with Transformers all the damn time.
I still wonder if I should get the one Masterpiece Transformer I actually want.
Starscream?
What is it?
Soundwave. G1.
Good choice. You've made a very good choice because that is actually a very, very nice figure, even by today's standards, for how weird and not great Takara has gotten.
Yeah, well, I mean, that one has something glorious known as, yo, this thing fucking turns into a boombox.
Also, you can get the individual cassettes as separate characters, so that's great.
Oh yeah, or you can buy a set that comes with all of them.
Yep.
It's difficult.
How many exposed screws does it have?
Actually, not many. Let me show you.
Now, if you're gonna get a character,
Soundwave is one of the ones I don't hate as much.
Masterpiece Soundwave was one of the better figures that they did. Here you go.
Yeah, I've got a picture. Oh, we posted the same picture.
Yep, pretty much. And they did a very good job making it look decently clean.
Not
Why
to
did
mention-
you not do screw covers though. You
'Cause
can
they are-
make removable screw covers.
Yeah. It's got some screw on the arms clearly, and some inside the upper arm. But no, it genuinely looks really good. That one, all the buttons press is great.
Yeah, there's another smaller version that I'm actually probably going to get myself. Let me find
Plus,
it.
if you can find it, you can get a set which comes with all this forged. And I love the fact that the Masterpiece Soundwave comes with a mini Megatron.
It's just too good.
Well, I mean, it's the same Megatron that came with the MP Optimus Prime.
Oh god, fucking Megatron transforms and is suddenly much smaller and Starscream starts blasting.
Soundwave and Optimus are the two that I dislike the least, I guess.
Which Optimus are you talking about? Are you talking about the one that's brutally fucking expensive and doesn't improve much?
I don't know. I'm just talking about in general.
Oh, what, the characters or the Masterpiece?
Just Gen 1 stuff.
Just the characters.
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
just because Soundwave is a fucking god.
It's because he doesn't have a face.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, in the newest iteration of him, well, it's near to the newest, but one of the best iterations of him, he doesn't even have eyes. Fucking Transformers Prime Soundwave.
Transformers Prime Soundwave is probably the best Soundwave in a long time. Although, I will say, animated Soundwave is also very cool. But
Yes,
that's only
but Transformers
because...
Prime Soundwave doesn't speak for the entire fucking show until he says one line, and it fucking knocks everybody out.
It's just his line, and that is it. And then he puts on a smiley face emoji and dies.
He doesn't even die, he just shuts himself down so they can't steal his data, and then he breaks out.
He kills himself, and then Laserbeak comes back and says, "You know what? You're not dead yet," and re-uploads his entire consciousness back to his corpse.
He fucking crashes his drives, peace out bitches, and then comes back anyway.
You can't interrogate me if I'm not here.
Yeah, look at this fucker.
he
Forged.
looks like a triangle monster.
He's intimidating as fuck.
At least he has a visor to cover up the face.
There
Yeah.
is no face.
It is
He
just the
doesn't have
visor.
one.
Look at the picture that shows a face.
Yeah, that's fan art. He has that visor is a monitor basically. It can display things.
It's
Okay.
discreet. He just shows up. He just shows data and stuff on it. He removed his head a long time ago to replace his emotions with data processing.
They have Arachnid or Black Arachnia in the show, and
Arachnid. And
at
she's
one
cool.
point, she at one point basically, because Megatron goes missing or something, and she takes over the ship, and then demands that everybody starts doing things. Soundwave basically just goes "Fuck you" and stands up in front of her. She tells him to get back to his post. He just refuses to. She fucking charges him, and he kicks the shit out of her without taking a step.
And steps on her fucking head.
Oh yeah, the first time his feet move in the entire fight is when he steps on her.
Not a word. Just shuts her down. Steps on her.
She creates an entire army of Insecticons on board the ship and tries to take over, and sees him and really wants her revenge, so she goddamn charges him, and all he does is stand there and summon a portal in front of himself, and they all fall into it.
They all go to just an abandoned moon where they have to live the rest of their life.
So long, Arachnid, you're going to Brazil.
It is disappointing, though, that Arachnid, despite being a really cool character in that show for the most part, got one of the worst toy treatments of any character ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One last thing on Soundwave is the fact that he wasn't killed like Megatron was. The only way to defeat him was to put him into an alternate dimension using two
Which-
controls.
which admittedly in the worst show he gets himself out of.
But we ignore that show. But considering
Yes.
that was the best episode, we can at least let that one slide because he escapes and then has to be put back in it.
Yeah, but he escapes again.
And then he's no longer himself, and we don't.
Yeah,
talk.
they try to make him look like G1 Soundwave with his fucking prime head, and he looks like shit.
It was terrible. We don't talk about that. And then he made him talk again. It's like, why?
Yeah, that's even
Don't do
worse.
that. Yeah. But yeah, Arachnid got just the worst treatment.
She got
It's a
done
shame.
dirty. That's okay, because we still have animated Black Arachnia.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot exactly, until I started putting those guys back up on the shelf, I forgot exactly how much I absolutely love the animated figures.
Oh yeah, they are really good. I was messing around with an animated Shockwave yesterday. Got really close to getting him because
He
the one
well,
down.
Were you going to get Shockwave or were you going to get Longarm?
well, we had a purple version Shockwave.
Yep.
If I had to list a single thing with Prime that really pissed me off, it's the fact that they pulled a Bumblebee Ex Machina as to how they defeat Megatron.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad.
Like, please stop making Bumblebee the hero. He was literally just a neat side character that turned into a fucking, beetle in the original.
For fuck's sake, you introduced Smokescreen, who was going to be the new Prime, and then you brought back Prime instead. Make Smokescreen beat up Megatron.
Yeah, but
Come on.
they realized real quick that nobody gives a crap about Smokescreen.
Not unless you make them.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a
Shit about Spinister, and then IDW did it, and now people love him.
well, I mean, people didn't
requires-
really give that much of a shit about Bumblebee until Michael Bay fucking came around.
Exactly.
I mean, here's a fun one, right?
I disagree. Bumblebee has been very popular forever because he's always been the kid favorite character. It was entirely his purpose in the original
He's
show.
the SpongeBob of Transformers.
Pretty much.
No, let's talk about the real kid. Let's talk about the real kid-friendly character. Get out of the way, Hot Rod.
No! No! We do not speak about Hot Rod.
He becomes a fucking Prime. Okay, here's something for you. Fucking Wheeljack, this goddamn martial arts expert, fucking melee fighter in Prime, proceeds to get his absolute shit kicked out of him by a goddamn Decepticon communications officer because Soundwave gives literally zero fucks.
In fairness, that version of Wheeljack was god awful as a Wheeljack.
Yeah, but it's still funny that he's portrayed as this expert fighter and he gets his shit kicked in by there is genuinely only one moment in the entire show, well, besides when they throw him into a portal, that Soundwave actually gets defeated, and he's in his UAV form and they all shoot at him. And even then he gets the last laugh because he gets to say his first line and fuck all of the Autobots over.
It worked out so well for everyone involved.
Yeah, I love the smell of Tamiya extra thin cement.
I don't, because I
so
spilled all of
hot.
that over some stickers.
Oof. That's pretty awful, bro. Why'd you do that?
I didn't realize it was open and I accidentally knocked it over.
I've done that so many times with my panel liner. It's like,
But
I'll just move
for-
this a little bit. Nope.
I've done that with my
Everything.
panel liner, but those bottles really need some kind of spill protection because holy fuck, they are the easiest thing to knock over.
Pretty much.
What do you want? They tell you to not be dumb and leave the cap off.
I was using it though.
Yeah, that's your problem.
So, it is precisely your. See, why do the movie versions of the super parts include both the strike and super parts, but you only get the super parts with the TV?
question that we'll never know the answer to. Alright, it's not going to just fall out, so that's good. It doesn't feel the most secure, but I think it'll be okay.
Were the strike parts in the show, or were they a movie thing?
For what?
The VF1.
I don't know, because the fucking high metal, like Milia and Max VF1s are both contain super parts, and they were not in the original show. Or they were not in Do You Remember Love? Those particular VF1s.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the episode where Max and fucking Milia
Go
take
fly.
take their kid and use him to cause a fucking surrender.
Even the Yamato one.
Yeah, the super parts were in the original series. I'm on episode 30. Max and Milia's VFs both have them.
Well, I know the super parts are in the show. I'm wondering
Which
about
parts?
the strike parts.
Which are the strike parts again?
It's the one Hikaru uses. It's one of the sides is a bit longer and thinner.
All right. I love the fact that the super parts are grey in the Max and Milia one on the show, but they are actually coloured on the fucking high metal.
Well, the whole high metal thing kind of takes the TV version and makes it all Do You Remember Love style, so it's a weird combination, but it works for the most part.
Oh god, episode 30 has the pros intradi parenting. Catch.
I mean, if your baby can't survive being tossed, it's not going to survive a war.
Probably not.
That was exactly the philosophy that created Doomsday, and look how resilient that guy was.
I really want a DXVF0.
I hope they do it. I really hope they do it. But next is apparently the YF21, unless that gets canned, at which point Herbert's going to cry.
Whoa, 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 whoa. They're actually finally releasing that thing?
No,
No, they haven't. They haven't shown any info on it yet, but they had a full-colored prototype, so here's hoping.
Yeah, but that full-color prototype was from, like, May of last year.
Yeah, it showed the VF1, though, didn't... Oh, no, it showed the YF19,
Yes,
which is the only one that came out.
Right. Which makes me very suspect as to, anybody claiming that the 20 or the 21 is actually going to drop anytime soon.
The 21 would be worth doing, because then you can have Max's fucking aircraft from 7. You've got the actual plus 21, which wasn't a side thing. But I mean, to be honest, the only thing I can see them doing more than that is the VF0, because it still doesn't have one. Like, I guess there's the... What is it, the VF20 or something? And what's the one that, the Lightning or whatever, the one that Chef really likes?
VF4?
Might be it. Let me have a look. VF.
There.
Yeah, Chef. That they could do that at some point. Chef loves that one.
It's just a bit small.
Yeah, it is weirdly tiny.
It looks tiny.
I mean, it's probably huge, but the cockpit looks tiny in the picture.
Well, it doesn't say who piloted it. So, well, it doesn't say how big it is, I should say.
Yeah, it was piloted partly by Hikaru.
Yeah. Was it the VF11s that were the first things we see in Plus?
Let me find out.
Yes. The VF11 Thunderbolt.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
I just find it weird that they did put out that full color prototype of the 21 or had it on display, and then we just never got a release of it.
I'm surprised that the VF1 was such a late one.
I don't know.
But then again, they had to get it perfect. The earlier DXs were not that good.
Well, that's
once
why
you
they
got
had the
past-
renewal.
Once you got past 54, it was good. Uphill.
I love how the renewals of 54. I didn't even know there were that many.
Yeah, there were.
But then again, there's like 8 variants of some of them.
Right, like that's what you
It's
got to
not-
keep in mind.
Strictly, like, I'm pretty sure DX Chogokin started at 43.
It
for
might have.
Macross.
Oh yeah, DX Trigokin has more than Macross.
Yep.
I'm so sad. I went on Hobby Link Japan and the Roy Fokker is discontinued now. Like it was the second it appeared on the store, it was discontinued.
I don't know why you'd expect different.
I was vaguely hopeful, but yeah, it's discontinued. And so is the Durandal, which they had on there for a bit. Hobby Link Japan, it's almost like they can't sell DXs because they sell to America.
Who?
Hobby Link Japan, they've only ever had 2 DXs on it, or they've had more, but they've all been discontinued the second they get them.
They probably just run out of stock, and they don't reprint DXs. So
Yeah.
Do they seriously never reprint them, and that's why they become
I
scarcer
don't
and
think
scarcer?
so. Like we get recolors and stuff, but that's it. I don't think, like, the only version of Hikaru we have is the launch edition, the 1J.
Yeah. That's why I'm worried about the Roy.
Oh, you should be. It's probably going to get to the same price, if not higher.
If it gets to $400, I don't give a fuck. I'll buy it. I spent $3,200 on one, or 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. No, 32,000. Said that wrong. So you know, I'm willing to spend that, but honestly, at that point, I'm getting towards Fenix price.
I paid a sweet $189 for.
The thing is that like the stuff you sent me cost what 9,850 yen to ship, and that was a box smaller than the Fenix.
Yes. Although I will say that I originally had it set as EMS, but then I was informed that by Orb that EMS got backed up. So I
Yeah.
had to send them an email asking to upgrade to DHL.
I was like, when I saw that, I was like, okay, this crazy motherfucker has spent that much and he's done DHL. Who the fuck has got me?
There wasn't much of a choice. It was either you get it after Christmas, which would have been funny,
Yeah.
or I could be nice and get it to you before Christmas.
Brit bad get after Christmas.
Yes, Happy New Year.
It would have been after then as well.
Yeah, because they're backed up 3 to 4 weeks, I think, for EMS.
Yeah, I'm
Yeesh.
glad I haven't shipped anything with you. Here's the thing, like even if I want to get something on Monday, I have to choose DHL at the moment.
Oh wow, really?
Because I can choose the other ones, it's just that it'll take fucking forever to get it.
That it will.
And like I've got to the point where if I can pay the extra $20, I will, because I'm being impatient.
I mean,
VF11.
that's I got everything that I've bought off of AmiAmi this past week shipped via DHL.
I finally shipped Eclipse's Vargil.
He'll be happy.
Oh, you did?
Well, I didn't ship it. I bought another one.
What, so you're keeping the first one?
I guess.
Forge fucking starts building a Vargil. What you need to do is you need to not tell Eclipse you're shipping it and then put a Vargil and work in progress tomorrow.
Maybe I
Man.
should. I feel
No.
like that would. I feel like that would be really bad, though.
That would completely fuck him.
That guy needs a win, man. He is.
Dude is already having a shit time. Just don't tell him you've sent it and have him get surprised when it shows up. Like, tell him on the day when it's going to show up. Don't tell him beforehand.
And it's DHL, so it requires signature unless I said it otherwise.
It didn't for me, but that's only because DHL in the UK is completely non-contact at the moment.
Right.
You also said it that way, didn't you?
No, there's no choice. Here's the thing, though. When I said either put it in the storage cabinet underneath my front door, or put it in front of the front door, and they put it quite open in front of the front door on a rainy day. Luckily, I've been refreshing the shipping every 2 minutes or so I knew exactly when it got delivered.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, I hadn't slept the night before. I kept refreshing it, come on, because it was taking longer than other ones to do. It's the first thing I've ever got via DHL that showed up on the day they said it would, as opposed to 2 days before.
Yeah, that's I've got the Farsia out with Ami Ami, and I was half expecting it to show up today because it's scheduled to be here on Monday, but it did not.
You've got to love with fucking FedEx. Expect it to show up on Monday and it will show up 3 days later. And then you've got DHL. Expect it to show up on Monday and it shows up on Friday, the before one.
Pretty much. All right. Well, other than requiring a little glue so far, this Moderoid kit is pretty interesting. It's not overly challenging.
I need to buy a fucking Master Grid palette labor at some point.
Why?
You don't really need to.
But they look fun.
They don't have clear canopy, or not canopy windows, so what's the point? I mean,
don't give in to the peer
very,
pressure,
very,
man.
very basic.
Yeah. Don't give in to the peer pressure. Don't believe the hype.
They have one interesting point, which is the gun mechanism on the right leg.
Yeah, but reactive armor.
I mean, if you can get the reactive armor, that's cool, but I don't really recommend the normal version.
Of what? The Ingram?
Yeah.
It is. It's a fun kit.
It's just a bit basic. Is the best way to put it.
Yeah, it needs
Old
work.
school.
It needs work to pull it off, but I think that it's definitely worth it, even if you're just straight building it.
Also, the pilot figures are cast in a weird rubbery plastic.
Yeah, that's usual for that.
I didn't like it.
It's
Here's
easier.
something. Here's something fun. I was gonna mention it earlier, Forged. I love how I love how stuff is just doing exactly what you expect it would do.
What?
You know, you say that everything you order via USPS gets to Chicago and then just does a complete back and forth from Chicago.
Yes.
It's doing that.
I have 2 packages from Japan, and both are back in Japan after going to Chicago. So.
Why?
Oh dear.
What the hell happened there, man?
It's just how USPS works sometimes. They're not actually back in Japan because it said 10:02 a.m. processed and departed Chicago, and then 20 minutes later it says departed airport in Haneda, Japan. So.
You gotta love USPS and their amazing ability to not be able to get their shit together.
Yes, and my Wing Zero Custom is also shipping USPS, so...
So what you're saying is I might get mine before you, despite the fact that I didn't even get in the first set of one.
I paid extra for 2-day shipping, so...
Oh my god. Well, sadly, MGK has already got his, so prepare for that review.
Yeah, I was hoping Crow would review it earlier, but he got what, I don't remember what the thing he's doing now is, but... is he still doing MGEX?
I think he finished the base recently.
I know
he also got sidetracked working on that anime gear thing, too.
The anime gear thing, yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Also, he's required to review your BF1 before he sends it out, so you should probably get on with that.
Well, I didn't say he was required to.
Yeah, but
I
he said
just said it would be neat. I said that he would be the first English reviewer, probably. But he's taking his time with it.
I like how they tell me to be cautious here because this piece doesn't fit at all.
If I look up DX Chogakin VF1S Roy Fox and I go to videos, I guess I'll just go to proper YouTube.
The only site that I think would maybe get it up faster is Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth doesn't have it yet, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen.
Fucking hell. Alright.
There is something from Japan Geek that looks like it's in Spanish. Luna Park, that might be English.
Alright, this piece just straight up does not fit onto this fucking peg. What the hell?
Did I post the picture that shows the difference between heads?
Yes, several times.
I got a new one now.
Ooh.
I'm gonna post the new one so that you all can see how it's more pronounced than I thought it was initially.
This is probably a bad idea.
The 1S
Probably.
is notably thinner. Or I guess they're both 1S's. The TV is notably thinner. And curvier, I guess.
Come on, good smile. Why would you do this? Why would you make this part that literally does not fit?
What are you building again?
Moderoid Escaflowne.
Alright.
But like they've got this part and it says on the building instructions it says caution, and I know why, because it literally doesn't fit.
Caution, you can have a bad time.
Is it one of those things where there's like a mold overflow spot, or?
No, like there's like this hexagonal like interior ridge that's trying to go onto a circular part that is, if there weren't the hexagonal ridge inside, it would fit perfectly. And I know they probably did it to make sure that it's, you know, that it will actually be secure and not just flop around. But man, it is not wanting to go on this piece because of that. Come on, go on. Plus one of the pegs on the arm is already broken. It's broken on the runner.
Yikes.
Fuck.
God, I love that image so much.
Which
What
one?
image?
I guess I'll just repost it. It's the one that Sunk keeps posting in gaming.
I can already guess.
Penis size
Yep.
big. Is this Cyberpunk?
It sure is.
God, I can't wait for this game. I'm going to get to pick all the tit size.
Why
Actually,
are there...
that's a good point. On fucking 2077, you'll be able to play a female character, and you'll still get to pick that because that's
Yes.
allowing you to pick your. Oh god, you can pick a dude with a not penis.
You sure
But-
can.
But here's the question. Why are these options?
Because it's the future and you can get augments, and that includes that.
It is the future.
Like they showed in the very first like gameplay trailer, there was a brief moment where the character like walks past a poster and it's got this girl in like a one-piece swimsuit sipping on some drink, and there is a very obvious shaft imprint on her outfit.
And people
You
got
know what?
really upset at it.
I approve.
People got really upset.
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
gonna take
no,
this
like
fucking
horribly
Yeah, that
upset.
was kind of funny.
Like more upset than they got when the Mandalorians had tit armor.
Look,
Yes.
folks, if we can't be upset about being progressive, what can we be upset about?
Well, you can be upset at anything.
I mean, and people regularly do for no reason.
I'm
Don't get
upset that this number has 4 decimal places.
I really want to see the Cyberpunk 2077. Like a non. What? Is this it?
Where's this?
I'm trying to see if I can find the Cyberpunk 2077 map.
Oh, that map is fucking amazing.
I just want to. As soon as I get into the city, I'm just gonna drive my car into the water and go swimming, because that's what I do in every open world game. If you
No,
can't,
no,
if you can't dive underwater in an open world game, is
You
it
need-
really a video game?
no. You need to play Watch Dogs Legion and check out the fucking insane water physics on that.
Oh, I already did. I really
You see-
like how.
Have you
Odyssey
seen the
came out-
video?
I really like how Odyssey came out the same year and has better water physics, like just wading through water.
Yeah,
at
here we
all.
go. Let me find the video for people.
And both take place in England, and both show it as a shithole.
Hmm.
So pretty accurate.
Watch this amazing video, people. It shows how far Ubisoft has come.
Yes, it shows with Assassin's Creed 4, right?
Yeah.
No, that's Odyssey. No, that's not Odyssey, that's Origins.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
But AC Valhalla has about the same level. It honestly looks worse than
Dude, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood did it better.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood absolutely did better.
And Brotherhood was actually when Ubisoft games were sort of good. I loved
Brotherhood was
Brotherhood.
good. Do I still have the Ezio collection? I installed. I cannot remember.
Question, did you play Brotherhood like I played Brotherhood?
I don't think I've ever played Brotherhood.
Whenever I play, because you recruit assassins, right?
Yeah.
And I recruited this one assassin who was fucking hot. That's all I'm saying. Was blonde, looked fucking like white haired, looked fucking insane. And I basically spent all my time investing all of the assassin gear into her, so she didn't die on missions.
That sounds about right. I don't know what other way you would play a video game where you can do
Yeah,
that.
you don't equally give all your characters loads of gear. You spec into one of them and fucking go for it.
The Ezio collection is not installed. I own... Which Assassin's Creed games do I not own? I have Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3 Remastered. What came out after 3? 4. I have
The fact that you even
Rogue.
have to ask that question is indicative of the problem with the gaming industry.
It is. It gets worse later on, though. And
I'm
then
aware.
after Rogue, you got Unity, and then after Unity, you have Syndicate. I have both of those. Unity is really good. I really like Unity. After Unity, I already said Syndicate. And after Syndicate, you had Origins. I have Origins. After Origins, you have Odyssey, which takes place before Origins. It has nothing to do with the Assassins at all. And then you have Valhalla. And I have Valhalla. I've been playing Valhalla. I quite enjoy Valhalla. It's fun.
How are the diving underwater physics?
You can do it. There's not much down there, but you can do it. Like,
do the fish swim out of the way?
I don't think they do. This isn't Assassin's Creed, or not. This isn't Call of Duty Ghosts, okay? We're not quite there yet.
We don't have the advanced fish AI.
No. I kind of want to play Call of Duty Ghosts just for that mission.
No, you want to play you want to play Call of Duty Ghosts for the transforming machine gun.
I don't. Oh, like the SAW or whatever.
No, the little SMG thing, the submachine gun that's just a tiny little thing which looks like a goddamn horseshoe.
Oh, I saw Call of Duty Ghosts like on disc for like $2 a few days ago. I should have bought it.
The next season of Modern Warfare comes out in 5 days, and and Fortnite just went and did a massive dick move today.
Why would you be playing Modern Warfare?
Because it's fun.
Yeah, but Fortnite is Fortnite, and you kind of got to expect Fortnite to do the dick moves, because it's
Yeah, but the
fucking
dick
Fortnite.
move is adding another special character that is a beloved character after adding the Mandalorian lately.
I just, man, I have no.
Yeah,
love.
guess who the latest skin is? Just take one beloved game character and take a guess.
It's Kratos.
Fucking Sonic the
Kratos.
Hedgehog.
It's
Man,
Kratos.
I don't know. I kind of beyond don't care is sort of the problem with that. Like,
The
I don't
annoying
care
thing is that
anything.
every now and then I find the game entertaining because it is, to its core, and was when it first came out, entertaining. It's like fucking Undertale, and it's like Sonic the Hedgehog. In other words, they can be fun, but holy fuck, its fan base is the worst.
Well, at
Like,
least we all
what other
accept
games
that.
fall into the category of god awful fan base? Alright game.
Watch Dogs.
Oh yeah, that one can do it. That one does as well. You see, it's a
Eh.
shame because the first Watch Dogs is fun. Like, I know it got shit reviews, but it's fun.
I actually like Legion
GTA.
quite a bit, honestly. Like, some of the storylines in Legion are pretty good. The main storyline is awful, and I don't care about it at all.
I should probably play some Legion. Did I uninstall it?
There's a
I
couple
really
of
hope
like,
that my motherboard
there's a couple
works,
of really
because-
nice little side missions in Legion.
I haven't
Time to-
touched the main story at all. So
Well,
Time
this-
to do my quick check to see if there's a fucking Roy VF1 in the UK.
It's not. But the main story has one mission early on that's actually really good, and then almost everything else I've played so far has been exceptionally meh. But I did like all the little side missions where you go and, you know, do the whole Ubisoft free the area kind of thing.
Holy fuck. There's a VF1 in the US right now, the Roy one, and I could get it right now.
How much?
$600 and $43 shipping.
Ooh.
That means it's number one,
um,
not actually in the US, and number two,
And
fuck that.
they've also got import charges which are already listed at $178.
Right.
Well, that's not that bad.
Let's
There's
make
one
it
for-
worse.
Also, that doesn't even make any sense. Like,
What?
that genuinely makes no sense.
Link the listing, Hank.
Here. Well, here's the thing. Import tax is measured by 20% of the value, and I don't think 20. What the fuck?
Hank does math.
Hank can do that?
Yeah. Okay, so the import tax would be $120, but then they've slapped on an additional like 58.
Yeah, because they're ripping you off.
You should message them.
No, because it's $600, so I'm not buying it.
You should make an offer for $199.
Yeah, here, I'll give you market value. You goddamn fucking scumbag.
It's in Pennsylvania. You don't want it anyways.
It's probably got drugs on it. I could get a
Oh, I do see one for £250.
where? What's the shipping at?
It says free.
Let's see.
It's from Japan. So
It says here. Let's have a look at this. Oh my god, I would if I knew I wasn't going to get fucking destroyed by parents for doing it.
there is also a 237 one and a 244.
Let's see the 237. I really want to do it. I really do, but I will. I've finally managed to get up to like £800 in my bank account, and I will fucking lose that so quickly if I start making big purchases.
Yeah, that's how money works.
That
Indeed.
is how money works. Yes. Basic
Yeah, I know,
addition
it's
and
just
subtraction.
Yeah, but I will then like I'll go. Oh, I've spent a bunch of money. I shouldn't spend any more, and then I'll just make little purchase here, and little purchase here, and little purchase here.
Yeah, I'd suggest not doing it. There we go. I see that Dipper has gotten so upset at the fact that I glued something that he left.
Sounds about right for Dipper.
Whoever's drumming on their desk, that is quite loud.
My favorite thing to do in Watch Dogs Legion is to remote control into somebody's car and run them over. Because you don't even get blamed for it.
You can if there's one of the whatever the name of the bad guy group is around. Oh, yeah.
I like how this is like one of the. How many Xeon kits do I own? The Mesa does not count as Xeon.
No, it is Federation.
Yeah, so I've got fucking what is it? Oh no, the Mesa is the angry group, like it's the terrorist one. It's Mafty. I've got the Sinanju, I've got the Origin Shard Zaku 2, and now I've got the Sazami, and that's it for Xeon.
Are you trying to get more Xeon kits?
Oh, that's Buckingham Palace. I'm
My-
sorry, random construction worker outside of Buckingham Palace. I didn't
Well,
mean to shoot you.
My local store
Mm.
has a hard time getting the Xeon things as well. Because whenever they buy stuff from the company that sells them, they only ever seem to sell them either build fighter stuff or actual Gundams. And whenever they try to get Xeon stuff, supposedly it becomes harder because it all looks like Nazis. Not even joking.
That
What?
is.
Does
There you go then.
did the Nazis have a lot of mechs?
Oh yeah,
No,
totally,
it's just
man.
that no, it's not that. It's like apparently
The
People,
insignia?
people don't want to buy them as much because a lot of you got to bear in mind the store that I buy from sells to a lot of kids, which is
Also,
why they
they
mostly get
remember the
build right to
Blitz.
stuff. And a lot of parents don't necessarily buy their thing or buy their son a kit that looks like it's got a Stahlhelm with a fucking Nazi flag on the side of it.
I mean, they also remember the Blitz, so
Oh god, they're quite old if they remember that.
I mean, I figured that was sort of you guys' rallying cry. Like, you know, there's Remember the Alamo, and you guys have, like, Remember the Blitz. Every time you see a German person, you just gotta, like,
No,
scream it at
'cause
them.
we like the Germans now.
Oh, fair enough.
Why?
I don't know, they fucking have fancy country.
Okay.
They're like one of 2 countries that are stage 5 on the economic growth scale.
I can kick a soccer ball. I can do
Yay.
soccer ball tricks and QTEs. This is a fun.
That's a fun addition to the game that absolutely needed to be there.
Yes.
I feel like lately Ubisoft has gotten more into wanting to try and show off their, you know, some weird tech demo crap in their games like that. Like, oh, look at this thing you can do with this soccer ball, rather than actually make decent games.
It's not really a tech like if Watch Dogs Legion is a tech demo, I don't know what it's a tech demo for.
I mean, there's the whole like showing off the non-standard protagonist kind of situation, like that you can just switch them on the fly and it'll
That
still be
works
relevant. But like,
against it.
a little bit. Like, I could see it. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it, but at the same time, like, it's an interesting idea. They just don't do it very well because all the characters sound exactly the same. So it's like none of the different. Like, it's not like they're generating a random personality for the character. They just all are bland and boring. Like, even the special ones, like the spy and the hitman, are just kind of meh.
And my hitman is like, or not my hitman, my spy is an old lady, so.
That's pretty great, actually.
I swear to God,
one of the low mobility ones, but
if I bought Watch Dogs Legion, I swear to God, I would spend 9 out of 10 of my like 9 out of 10% or 90 out of 100%, whatever the fuck, of the I can't speak today, of the time playing that game, just looking for characters that I thought looked good that I could have as my Legion.
yeah, except they're usually useless characters because they don't come with a weapon.
Yep.
And unless they come with a weapon or skill, they're completely worthless.
What, can you not go and just get weapons for your characters?
No, you can't.
You cannot.
So they have to come. They only ever. Nobody's
You
ever
can
heard
get-
of
You can
obtaining
get
a weapon.
non-lethal weapons, but you cannot get like guns or anything.
Oh, so it's accurate to the UK. Got ya.
I mean, if like every other person is walking around with a G36, sure. Because like literally every other person in this game has like an assault rifle. It's not. It's like worse than America because they're all fully automatic.
Yeah, it is
Like I
very
wish I could
bizarre
have a
how many
full auto
people
G36.
like, and they
To be honest,
try
the
to
G36 isn't exactly uncommon in the UK.
Well, the thing is the game tries to justify it because like all your characters have like little hobbies or whatever that gets listed, but it's stuff like this guy customizes BB guns, and yet he's got this like fully automatic rifle that he comes with, and it's like, but what? I mean, I guess if that's what you want to call customizing your BB gun, but like, holy crap, that's pretty intense.
Especially.
I'll tell you what, I've
this
customized
London
my
that's
BB gun
really
and I've never
underwater.
got that.
Right?
I tell you, I've customized real guns, and I've never got one like that either. I'm an American. These Brits have more fully automatic weapons.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
I mean, it is sort of a, I don't want to say it's not post-apocalyptic, but it's definitely post authoritarianism, post totalitarian situation.
Like, this random dude who reviews beers for a local ale review site has an M249.
I mean, yeah, dude, beer review is a dangerous profession.
Oh, he doesn't do it anymore.
Now he's a cyber hacker extraordinaire. Oh, and of course,
Well,
every single person in the game that you
I hope he
recruit.
uploaded his brain first.
Are you playing on permadeath mode?
No, because my best character was on one of the cargo drones and it despawned from underneath me and they died. So
That
that
is
made
one of
me big sad.
that is one of my favorite videos on YouTube.
What is?
Look at the one I just posted in the chat.
You know, I feel like shooting a desert eagle outside like a block away from the Buckingham Palace would have more repercussions than a 1-star wanted level I can lose by hiding in a field of flowers.
Fun fact: there is a museum in England, which is a museum of firearms, and it's got a weapons specialist that does some videos on YouTube. You know, just kind of talking about guns and games versus real life. This museum is not small. It has thousands of guns in it, and some of them are really fucking rare.
Are they all functional?
Most of them are functional. Some of them are prototypes of things that didn't fire. For instance, they've got, I think, a prototype Pancor jackhammer, there was only 3 of, except for the actual prototype things. They've got a AN-94, which is rare.
Oh, that's from Black Ops 2.
Yeah, they've got I think they've got one of the non-firing prototypes of the G11. There is actually a functioning G11 somewhere, but it is fucking complicated. Like, holy shit.
I have seen the G11 shot before. Yes.
Fucking caseless gun. Jesus.
Indeed it is. It is
Uh,
very neat.
They've got a Canadian variant of the M4A1 with a M203 on it, which was nice.
Why does Canada need a grenade launcher?
I don't know. Mooses are dangerous. You know, Canada's having an all-out war with another country right now, which is Norway, on who has the biggest moose statue.
That seems like a necessary requirement for a grenade launcher, so I approve.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to take down a moose, dude. You need the big guns, and they're all out of Boys Mark II.
With a G36.
So. Yeah.
Everybody has a G36.
Well, that's because all of our police have them. Armed police, that is.
Which is like, what, 2 people?
No, it's a ton. Ever since they started having terrorist threats, they started positioning them in every subway station in
Oh wow, they actually decided to learn?
No, they've had armed police for ages. Metropolitan Police Force Metropolitan Armed Police Force are really well armed.
Yeah, but where were they?
Well, they had a bunch at the Olympics. Here, I'll show you a picture that just sort of sums up how overkill we can do it sometimes. One moment.
When you really ire you guys up, you can actually get something done. Is that what you're saying?
I guess it's a shame that it had to take that to get to that point, though. Also,
Yeah,
it really sucks driving on the wrong side of the road. I'll never get used to this.
The right side of the road is the proper right side.
Except you're driving on the left.
No, but the right side of the road is the one we use.
Yeah, but
Get
you're
used to it.
driving on the left.
Yeah, but it's still the right side.
No, it's the left side.
No, it's the correct side.
It's the left side.
That is the correct side.
It doesn't matter. It's not the right side.
Correct side. No, fuck you. Anyhow, look at that picture.
I can accurately say we drive on the right side of the road.
A
You
bunch of
cannot.
their rifles are actually recooled.
Did they get
Like-
knockoffs or something?
No, the SIG MCX supposedly had a flaw where it could be fired unintentionally.
Well, that seems
Very
like
nice.
a benefit. It's
I love
like that cop video where the dude was doing a presentation with a pistol. He said, "This pistol is unloaded," and then proceeded to shoot himself in the leg.
What about that guy that's just like he's talking about how that pistol was supposedly not a serviceman's gun, it's, unreliable, and then showed how unreliable it was as he fucking mag dumped repeatedly.
Yes. I don't think cars act like that when you go into water. I drove into water and I proceeded to jump violently into the air.
Dude, that's exactly how it works, man. Hydrodynamics. Come on. Come on.
I guess I cannot prove you wrong because I don't feel like driving into a body of water.
Yeah, that's how you win arguments, man. You argue something that people are unwilling to fact check you on.
No, the way to win arguments is to only argue about things that you're a fucking expert in. That's what Captain Disillusion said. How to always be right online. Make sure you only get into conversations where you're a fucking expert.
Captain Disillusion. I mean, is that like the British like superhero?
Now, Captain Disillusion is a dude on YouTube that dresses in a yellow tracksuit or yellow tracksuit jacket and grey tracksuit pants, and paints the lower half of his face silver to look like he's half robot, and goes and debunks a bunch of videos with his absolute expert VFX knowledge.
That sounds like a weirdo, so
It's great.
I'm really glad that all of these officers have such unique distinguishment, like Police 5, Police 13, Police 4. And one
No, I
of them
wanna
doesn't even have anything.
I want to know. No, you can't see it in that picture. I
But
want to
the other
know.
ones have it on their chest too.
Oh, don't know what's wrong with him then. He's got it on his helmet, although they've all got A something. No, one's got A, two have got A, one's got G, one's got C. I like how one of them has a pink patch.
Yes. He's the Chad of the group.
Yes.
Everyone knows the pink is the chaddest color.
No, the Chad of the group is the guy running into battle with a fucking L96.
One of the A1s.
I don't know which one it is. It's probably. You see, that is something I find hilarious about Britain. We make a goddamn service rifle, and it's god awful. We had to get the Germans to fix it, but we're god tier at sniper rifles.
It looks like everybody else in that picture, like number 5, he looks like he's smiling. But look at number 13. 13's just like somebody over there has to die.
Well, because 13's the only one who can see his lips.
I do really like how you can see the lips.
13's just like 1,000 yards staring somebody that looked at the Queen wrong.
Oh, he's played a bit too much Call of Duty. That's why he's got the sniper rifle.
I love these two dudes. Like, there's this guy with the jacket clearly too big for him. Look at the size of that dude's jacket.
Oh yeah. And it's a nice stock photo of 2 police officers with. Does one of them have a scorpion?
No, they're both MP5s.
That is a weird looking.
Yeah, I think it's just the angle you're looking at it, or the way that he's holding it.
Yeah.
I like how none of these pictures are uniform. Like, everyone has a different outfit on in each of these pictures. Like, you got these two that just don't give a fuck.
I mean, most U.S. cops don't openly carry their rifles. They keep them in the car.
No, the armed ones always have them out because we have a difference between armed and unarmed. The guy in the turban looking at the other guy like, hang on, you've got a G36, fuck you.
Why does that guy in the turban look like he had his head photoshopped on?
I don't know, he's got a tiny head.
Diversity.
100% Photoshop.
Oh yeah, I've seen these particular type of police officers in train stations. Like, I understand that train stations are like, if you get into a firefight in them, they are CQB urban warfare. But holy fuck, they're just how many attachments do we want on our guns today?
Like, why do you need an ACOG on a
The best part is the best part is they've got the canted iron sights on them.
They can't use those. They've probably never even shot them. Also,
They
why is Ryan Gosling in that picture?
I don't know. It looks exactly like him. Those two are definite. Like, the thing is that the armed police in the UK are definitely trained like really well.
I like how jealous the guy on the left looks of Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, this guy is getting everything, and he also has. I think. Let's have a look.
Guy on the left, low-key, looks like he's about to shoot the guy on the right.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
He's got a lot of pent-up anger in him.
I've found the best picture so far. Look at the guy on the left. He looks like they just threw him into the gear without measuring anything.
It's stock pictures, so these aren't actual cops. I
Oh,
wouldn't
God.
suspect. These are probably dudes that they're just like, here, take this and dress up as a cop.
We've got another stock picture of this dude definitely looking down the shirt or trying to.
Well, the girl looks smug about it, so...
Yeah, all she's thinking is, I've got big tits and you can't see them.
Yeah, I mean, she do got thick thighs.
Saves lives.
I mean, let's try and keep it at least a little bit not misogynistic here, guys.
Yeah. That's not full on misogynistic, that's just
I'm just
laughing about the
actively
pervy
pointing
dude.
out the fact that she got thick thighs.
I love that the dude has an MP7.
Both of them do.
Oh yeah, they both do. Here's a great one. The Chad Patrol.
Why are they all wearing balaclavas?
Why the fuck not?
Because it's cold outside, dude. It's England.
I love how they've got a mix of balaclavas with the holes in the balaclavas without them, which leads me to believe
If they
that
took off that police patch, it looks like they're about to rob a bank.
it genuinely looks like they were asked to bring their own balaclavas. Look at the guy on the far right. He's got two.
Yeah, his mouth does not work.
The more I see these pictures, the more I'm thinking Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz was a good movie.
It was.
They also all have a transparent mag, so you can see that.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite one so far. This dude has a visor on his hat, and he's still having to shield his eyes from the sun, which is also a completely contradictory image because we don't get sun here.
No, you don't.
Also, this was a picture titled "London is not only city at risk of terrorist attack." I'm just saying those two are definitely playing airsoft.
No, they're real.
No, they're not. They've got the gardening knee pads that a lot of airsofters wear because they're nice. They've got the mesh mesh masks on. They're wearing contacts, and they've got fucking anti-BB glasses.
They're wearing ear pro though.
Yeah, a lot of airsofters wear contacts because people love to throw pyrotechnics.
Man, what is wrong with airsoft?
Do you think
people?
somebody's ever like slipped in an actual grenade into an airsoft match?
As what?
Like slipped an actual grenade into an airsoft match?
No, I don't think anybody's managed to get an actual grenade into an airsoft match.
that you know of?
I was in an airsoft match once where the police got called.
Did people
Did they
think
steal
you were
all your
actually
airsoft
shooting
guns?
things?
We were playing a night match on an old airfield, basically. and the game mode was like it was like cops versus drug lords, and the drugs were being transported in a car with some flashing lights that was driving down the runway. We had to wait for it, and the runway, or basically somebody had heard a bunch of weird noises and called the police, and a cop car drove down the runway with the lights on, and everybody shot at it.
Well, did they like that?
No, a police helicopter showed up.
I mean, I can imagine so. Yes.
Yes, and one of the marshals eventually ran out and yelled, and put his gun down and ran out and yelled that they're playing an airsoft match. Needless to say, we had to go home.
I mean, feels like you would have had to have gone home yet.
Yeah, but I mean, luckily it's not actually getting into trouble. I remember we all were playing at another airsoft match at a different site, and suddenly all heard ceasefire being yelled really loudly because a couple that had gone for a dog walk nearby had got lost off their trail and walked into the airsoft site and been greeted by 4 guys with fucking guns.
Well,
Why would they call a helicopter when they're getting hit by stuff, but it's obviously not real gunfire?
Because the second anything even vaguely seems like a threat, they fucking go overboard.
What a bunch of cowards. Just whip out a gun and start shooting. Be a real American.
It was not an armed cop at the first point.
Then fucking go into top gear.
No,
Speed
what
down that runway.
what you do is you get out with a baton and you fucking sprint at them.
Oh, that's dumb. That's so.
alrighty. Nope. Get back in there. There we go. Oh. That'll get held in normally. Alright.
How big is Cyberpunk 2077?
Not as big as Modern Warfare.
I've never played Modern Warfare's Warzone.
270 gigabytes. The whole game is 270 gigabytes at the
I'm
moment.
talking about the map, Hank.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the size of the game.
Not the size.
Yeah. 270 gigabytes for Modern Warfare.
Why?
Because every fucking time they did a reclaiming space patch recently, and it gave you 8 gigabytes back. Because every time they release an update, it just adds shit. It doesn't, like, if they change stuff, they don't remove the files for the older stuff.
Well, yeah, because they can always re-add that as in another thing that they're going to sell to you.
We're doing an event. Buy this shit.
Yep. But I thought they had said that the total map size for Cyberpunk was going to be less than The Witcher.
Well, The Witcher's map was spread out over 4 zones? 5?
And also,
and it was also
the Witcher's map doesn't really need to worry about the Witcher's map can be open fields and stuff. It doesn't need to worry about being a fucking city.
Also, Hank, are there mountains in England?
You have to drive quite a while, but yes, there are.
Hmm.
It's weird. Like if you go to like Wales, the landscape pretty much switches the second you cross over from England to Wales.
Well, I'm not talking about Wales.
Yeah, there are in England. There's an area called the Lake District, which has a few.
That doesn't seem accurate. That seems like there should be lakes there.
There's both.
Then why isn't it called the Mountain and Lake District?
Because it's more lakes than there are mountains.
Says who?
The Lake District.
All I know is in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, there's a lot of mountains.
Well, yeah, that's because you're starting up near the Highlands, and there's the... Oh, what the hell's the name of that mountain range up there just north of Edinburgh and Glasgow, but south of Inverness?
Not a fucking clue.
All I know is London is spelled funny.
Is it Londonia or Londinian?
No, there is the Londinium Bureau, but it's London, Lundun.
London. Dun.
There's also a place called Shropshire.
Yeah, that's still a real place.
Why?
Because
Haven't they
Shropshire.
learned that
Great.
you can rename places?
No, there's some really hilarious names in the UK.
That is very true.
Let's
The
find
the British are known for their ridiculous names that they just don't
that's
even realize are ridiculous.
let's have a look. Upton Snodsbury. Puckle Church.
Okay, yeah.
Barton in the Beans. Curry Mallet.
Curry
Droop.
Mallet is pretty good.
Droop.
Just
Fruip.
Droop.
And Fruip. Plumpton.
I've actually been
Lickfold.
there.
Lickfold sounds very dirty.
It does.
Warning Lid. No Man's Land. There's 2 of them. Uplodders. Matching Tie. Never Wallop. Polling. Patching. Climping. Diddling. Crudwell.
I mean, all of
Puddle
those
Town.
sounds like things that'll get you arrested, in fairness.
Diddling 100% sounds like it.
Diddling. Aff Puddle. Tall Puddle. Bryant's Puddle. Westwood Ho.
I know of the diddler. So.
Upper Buckleberry. Mudford Sock. New Invention. Pickle Scott. Marsh Gibbon. Blubber Houses. Mamble.
Ambassador, is that a cloth cape?
It is a cloth cape.
Well, that's probably not much fun.
Eh,
Hose.
it's better
Hobie.
than the all
Shoby.
plastic cape, that's for sure.
Are you going to be able to make it fold naturally, though?
Probably not.
Then plastic might be better.
I don't. But the problem is the plastic one is not anywhere close to being remotely color accurate. And
There's
I
a
don't
place
feel
in
like
the
painting
UK called Bitchfield.
That sounds like a place where I'd want to live.
Wetwang.
Same.
Great Snoring.
Nope. Stay away from there.
As opposed
never
to
seen this part of the lake.
lesser snoring.
Yeah. I've never seen this part of the Lake District. I didn't even realise we had trees like this in the UK.
Ambassador, Crimmy got his box.
Oh, did he actually finally post about it?
Yeah.
Good. Now I need to go look at
Oh,
that post then.
let's see.
Oh, what did Orb message me about?
Oh my god. Ambassador clearly also spent a bunch of money.
You'd be amazed at how much money I didn't spend, and a lot of that was stuff where it was like, let's I've got this stuff sitting around, let's throw it in this box.
I love how you clearly went with seed and age.
It was not intentional. It was like I was just looking for stuff that looked cool, and I'm like, this stuff looks cool. And then Crimea was like, oh, I really like Zoid stuff. But then like looking back at his post history, it's like, dude, you've already bought like all of the Zoid stuff that's like anywhere close to being readily available. So here's a Logi and a BQ because they're kind of like Zoids.
Yeah, I'm quite actively planning on buying my Secret Santa another thing because I didn't spend as much as they did.
Who's your Secret Santa?
You dick. Everybody knows.
That's why it was funny when you said that. You don't need to, though. I don't need anything else. I don't even know what you got me to begin with.
Well,
'Cause it's still somewhere between Chicago and me.
you should be happy with it. Both things.
I'm gonna
One of
I'm gonna post about it, and I'm gonna act like that guy from Orb server who was like really upset and said, "I didn't get my P Bandai thing." Oh,
You
Hank,
did?
should I clarify on the thing that I was originally gonna give you? That would have
What?
been terrible for you.
What's that?
I was going to turn my PG Phoenix box into an advent calendar.
With what in it?
Just random parts of built and unbuilt kits.
Fucking
Just
dick.
shoved into
Like-
certain days. I was going to leave the front perfectly unopened, and I was going to put a sign saying, like, open here. So
That
you
would have been the
opened up
worst,
to
'cause-
find the PG Phoenix box.
Yeah, that would have been the worst. I genuinely would have like fucking freaked out.
It would have been a supplemental thing to the other stuff I got you because
You would-
I'm not that terrible. But
Yeah, but you would have been dead to me at the same time for getting my hopes up that high.
oh, thank you USPS for telling me it's in transit to the next facility.
I
How many
know.
facilities are there between Chicago and Milwaukee?
Chicago 1, Chicago 2, Chicago 3.
It's got to hit Kenosha at some point, man.
I love how whenever I was putting your tracking info in, it's like, I'd like to send it to this place. Did you mean this place? No. Stop saying Milwaukee. It's some weird town.
If Forest is Milwaukee.
It's so fun, isn't it?
So the fact
what-
that, man, it should have been plainly obvious who sent that to Crimmy, because not only did I post a picture of one of the things that is in the box, but I also talked so much about that Spallow and trying to offload it that it should have been like just immediately obvious where that came from.
Hank, why did England name a place after Abraham Lincoln?
I don't know, we have a history of you lot.
It's called Lincolnshire. Like, I get that he was a good dude, but this is like 1,000 years before that, so somebody must have really thought ahead.
You're a fucking idiot. I know that's the ultimate bait, but you're a fucking idiot.
There's also this place called Scent. Hamptonshire.
Yes,
Gloucestershire. Why do you keep putting shire at the end of things? It's spelled stupid too.
because we like Lord of the Rings.
Leicestershire. Grantisbridgeshire.
So where actually is Worcestershire? Find that on the map. I want to see that on the map.
What?
Worcestershire.
It's actually just called Worcester.
That does not exist in this game, I don't think.
Oh man. But that's where all the good
The
sauce
sauce
comes
might
from.
though.
The location is
Nottinghamshire is here though.
look, there you go. It's the area marked with the red belt or border.
But where are the mountains?
Yorkshire Dales National Park, Lake District National Park, Wales. Snowdonia National Park has the biggest mountain in the British Isles.
Are there any on the east side though?
No. And I live at the very bottom, which has nothing.
Because, like, I have no clue what bit of England I'm looking at on this map.
The bottom.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about your map. I'm talking about an AC Valhalla.
Oh,
Because I see Chent, I see Sussex, and I see Hamptonshire.
well, you're looking at the southeast,
then-
or you're looking at the southeastern side then, because I live in Sussex.
But I don't see Canterbury or any of that stuff. I see London, but it's spelled stupid. Oxenfordshire. East Anglia.
Yeah, these are all counties.
Yervishire. Nottinghamshire.
I like how Wessex gets its own part of the map.
Wessex does get its own part of the map, and it's in the south.
Yeah,
That doesn't make much sense if you ask me.
this map
Not
is
even-
also vastly inaccurate.
It doesn't look like anything that I'm seeing on your map.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
they
not.
had to condense down a bunch of crap is the problem. It happens with all these sort of open world games that take place in real world locations.
Doesn't even have Brighton.
I mean, does anybody want Brighton?
It's the most popular holiday destination in England.
That is unfortunate.
That's because holidays don't exist in England.
Yeah, it's just grey and horrible. It's also the #1 most hipster city in the world.
That I'll believe.
We beat San Francisco.
But your metric is also stupid for that. It's like anybody can beat San Francisco.
No, it's actually based on scientific data.
Scientific data of how many coffee shops.
Yeah, and like record stores and things per square mile.
That's because you only have boomers. It's not hipsters, it's boomers.
No, the boomers are all up north complaining about Brexit and the fact that it's not getting done quicker and that they want no deal. They want their country back so they can, see none of the downsides of it when they fucking die.
Oh, in like 10 years or so, it'll probably be good. Until then, we gotta deal with it.
Let's see. Alright, so the red side goes...
Why would I hold B to vault over small obstacles? How does that make sense? The crouch button.
Go. I'm glad Kribby likes his stuff. Apparently he still thinks that Orb was his Secret Santa.
I don't know what Orb got.
He hasn't opened it yet, I don't think.
No, I know what he got. I don't know who he got paired to.
Yeah.
Orb had to accidentally, or Orb had to quite quickly try and hide the fact that he revealed that you had me.
I am aware.
I said that and you were just like, no.
You did say that, and then I had to cover it up even more. Because
we all had to pretend
Orb
that
pulled a fast one.
We all had to pretend like Orb just kind of had a little stroke.
Yes, I knew that. But who? Oh, that's because he's delivering it in person or something. I don't know.
Anyone want to hear a loud noise?
Nope.
No.
That wasn't even all that loud.
I forgot you were here.
I forget you're here even when we know you're here.
Well, we just figured out who Orb's Secret Santa is then.
Who?
The only person that I can think of who would ever deliver anything to Orb in person.
Oh, who's in Canada again?
That person who just made a loud noise.
Oh, Ray, do you have Orb for Secret Santa?
No.
Yes.
Is Ray even in Secret Santa? Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah,
That's a little concerning.
Yeah, Ray has Orb.
No, Forge can confirm I don't, but...
Yeah,
I
Forge
can
said you...
confirm that they don't, but...
Yeah, Forge, you said that you didn't have me, and look how that got you. Look where that got us. I said on the chat, like, holy fuck, somebody has spent this much money on me, and fucking Ambassador, without, like, missing a beat, just went, I spent that much.
I mean, it is true.
And there was a quick brief moment in my head where it was, did Ambassador get me then?
Okay, well, Hank, I will give you a hint.
Yeah.
It has relation to Eclipse.
So it's Eclipse.
Perhaps.
It's
Or perhaps
Cool.
not.
We all predicted that Forged had Eclipse, and then my stuff arrived, and I was just like, oh no, Forged does not have Eclipse. Forged
I
has me.
basically had Eclipse, considering I had to buy him stuff twice. And he only gets it once.
I love the idea you buy him something, don't send it for like 4 months, and then when you finally go to send it, you just buy another one.
Like, I went to the post office with it, and there was like a 2-hour wait. So I just
Fuck that, I'll
left
just buy
and ordered
another one.
one. Yeah.
I'm having this one.
I'm not waiting in a 2-hour post office line.
Eclipse waits 5 months. Fucking Forged 2 hours. Pff, fuck that.
Yeah, but Eclipse wasn't standing around a bunch of idiots. He's just been at home.
Yes. Idiots are not fun to stand around.
Hank,
Grow
have you
back.
been wearing a mask when you go outside?
Yeah, I work in a shop for 8 to 10 hours a day.
It doesn't answer the question.
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. There are plenty of people who work in places in masks.
Those people are idiots. Oh, let's have a look at my favorite website.
Uh-oh.
Mandarake?
Pornhub.
You can't get too raunchy on live stream, Hank.
I mean, there was that dude that got a exclusion from his school because during the talent show he was playing the drums and he quietly played the community intro.
Oh, that I quite like the 3D map that's Cyberpunk. That is nice.
Manda has updated.
It
They
did.
have what you're looking for?
Nope, they've got a 1/100 scale Goof, the old no grade,
Oh, yeah, that is.
and a seemingly Char's counterattack comic about all of the girls and everyone in this picture is dead as fuck. But like they're all happy and smiling in this.
Well, yeah, because
There's
they're
no
in
new
heaven.
DXs.
Like, sorry, Chan, Aggie, but and Quest, but you kind of died.
You could get the cup noodle Zaku.
I think the only
Cup
person.
noodles.
It's 30,000 yen. It's 30,000 yen.
Yes.
Also, I think the only person in that comic that didn't die is the character in the back that actually wanted to date Char or Char and was jealous of Quest.
Pretty sure that the whole Uso theory has that chick.
Which Uso theory?
That Uso is the grandson or the great-grandson of Char.
Ah.
It's not really a theory. It was originally planned and then they decided to scrap it. But there's no reason for it to not be canon, so I like to consider it canon.
Well, that's because if it was canon, they would have had to paint the victory red at some point to make it go 3 times faster.
No, because a Franche Char's thing isn't red. I don't think it is, at least. Isn't it standard kind of Gundam colors?
Anyways,
But not Gundam because Gaia Gear? Gaia Gear is cool.
so there we go. The Moderoid Escaflowne is complete. It's not bad. I don't hate it. The joints are very stiff. It doesn't have a lot of articulation, but it's got this cool sword going on, which is pretty awesome.
But can it do the Escaflowne pose?
I didn't even. Is there an Escaflowne pose?
I don't know if there is. I'd assume the standard sword pose is it's like dug into the ground with both hands on top of the hilt.
Yeah, it can do that ish, but it's not great. can do a pretty decent, like, we're gonna fight pose, I guess. The problem is that there's not a whole lot of articulation you can get out of the legs because the leg armor is just like 100% in the way of it, which is really kind of unfortunate. Come on. There we go. Like, seriously, this thing, posability is clearly not the thing they were going for with this thing.
No, they were going for the looks.
Which they pretty much got. Now we just need another company to pick up the license and go all in on a transforming version. But the fact that they're putting out the other Gaimelefs through Moderoid or Good Smile or whatever means that we'll probably never see any other company with these. There was a Tamashii Nations prototype that was shown at a convention at one point that was fully transformable, and it looked badass. And it is up for sale on eBay for $660 right now.
The prototype?
It's the only one that was ever produced, and somebody's selling one on eBay. I can only presume it's the prototype or a scam.
That's pretty cheap for it, to be honest.
I'm not disagreeing. I was very tempted when I saw it earlier today, and I was like, oh man, that's so cool. I mean, it's either that or it's a scam, because that figure was never officially released as far as I can find.
But eBay has good scam protection, so...
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was definitely one of those things where I was looking at it going, man, that is exceptionally tempting. I should buy it, but I'm probably not going to. But there we go. And the cape isn't all that bad. It's got these things on the back that can help it press down so it's not sticking out at awkward angles. So that's cool. But it is not, it's clearly not hanging supernaturally, so. And Ray decided to bugger off, I guess. Oh, no, there, Ray's back. But, downsides of this kit, it does require glue in some pretty awkward places that still doesn't stick all that well. And, the stickers that they give you that are supposed to go underneath the jewels to make them look a bit more shiny aren't all that shiny. They're kind of a dull luster. So they don't really work all that well. But overall, I mean, it's for the price I paid, I'm not upset at the kit. It's decent enough. I'll probably end up getting the new ones that are coming out just so I can have the set. Either that or I'll just buy the friggin' $600 transforming prototype. But that is a story for another day. I think I'm going to be done with the building here. So for those of you who are watching this stream, how many of there were you? All like a few of you. I appreciate your patronage, and y'all have a nice evening.